Hello everyone, it's Kim. I am waiting for my builder to start my bathroom. So I am done with what I can do in there for now. I'm working on my next project, which some of you may know I want to build out a little camper for myself. I have this trailer that was a pop-up camper that the mice and that had totally destroyed. So I'm going to be turning it into a small camper for myself, hopefully fairly lightweight, although my car can tow pretty good weight. I just want to keep it as light as possible. So today I went and laid out the way I believe I want to set it up. I cannot do this on paper. I'm a very visual person. I have to be able to kind of put myself into it. I'm just not one of those who could do it on paper. So I have these boxes here that is going to be the size of the camper, which it will be 6 feet wide and about 7 feet long, give or take an inch or two. I might make it just a hair longer on the front, but that's a whole nother thing here. So anyway, this is what I came up with, and I'll explain it to you. This area here, where there is no blue tape, that is my door. I already purchased the door and some windows and some other parts of the camper, just minor things. I need to rewire it before I start putting this platform down. I want to do my rewiring. So that's the next part of the project. But I wanted to see kind of where I was. So that's going to be my door, and the door does swing. This is the only thing I'm not really thrilled about, but I'll make it work. The door swings to the right, my right, towards the front of the camper. So it will overhang here a little bit when it's open. The only concern I have with that is I want to put some kind of something around the door area so that when I travel with my birds, I don't have to worry about them getting out the door. I was thinking maybe like a canopy with a screened in area, but I will make that work. Even if the door just has to stay open against the side of the canopy, that'll work for me. So that's the door area. To the side of the door at the front of the camper is this small triangle or odd shaped piece that's so that the door opening is wide, and that will be kind of on the side of the door. So this area here, probably up above, I will have some hooks to hang up coats and sweatshirts and things like that. And then down below, I'll have a couple little shelves for shoes and maybe flashlights, my first aid kit, things that you would kind of keep handy by the door. I'm looking at getting a 12-volt refrigerator, and if I can get the one I really want, which I really have kind of leaned towards the Set Powers. But, you know, I'll see what I could find. That is about the approximate area that I need for a refrigerator, which will have a cabinet or a countertop above it. I'm thinking about making it hinge up so that I could reach into the refrigerator. If not, it'll be on a drawer and it'll pull out into the floor space. I'd really prefer that it hinges, but we'll see how that goes. That white thing there, oh no, now my turkey's going to be crazy. That white thing there represents some type of a vent or a fan or something, because above this is where I will put a portable, probably a butane type stove to cook on when I'm cooking inside. So that's not going to be that big of a deal. And I'm also really concerned about weight distribution. So I wanted the cooler up front here. But as you can see, it is a little bit too off-centered here. So I think I have an idea how, at least during travel, I can take care of that. The corner here is my bathroom and my shower. This part across the front here, that's where the door will be. So I will have extra space because the cassette toilet will sit kind of on an angle. So I'll have like two corners open. And I was thinking during travel time that the cassette toilet can be shoved to the side anyway. I could leave this panel and just make a panel that I could slide out, that I can slide the refrigerator into this area a little bit so that it's centered over the tongue when I travel. Then I have a cassette toilet. This, there will be a top on here that either folds up or something that I can walk into. I was thinking about splitting it down the center and having half fold this way, half fold that way, and then I'll have a shower curtain. So, you know, I won't take a lot of showers, probably a couple times a week, because other than that, I'll just wash up really good. But it does give me the opportunity, if I want to shower. On the side of that will be where my sink goes. And above that, that white thing represents a window. I do already have the windows and the doors I purchased last year. And I centered it over the window, but if I'm in the shower, that portion will actually be able to, this opens, the bottom opens up. So I'll be able to open that and let some of the moisture get out of the window when I'm showering. I could also put an extra vent in there if I need to, or above here. But that allows me to open it if I need to let some of the moisture out. Or, you know, if that fan, I could pull it through or push it through or whatever. Under the sink area, I don't know how well you can see it. I could show you over here. You'll see I have like some lines drawn out here. Those are the wheel wells. So the wheels are directly under that. And I was going to put the fresh water tank right over top of the wheel. That way, that weight will be directly over the axle, over the wheel, and it will travel a lot better that way. That's the fresh water. Now, I could have storage under the sink, and I could put a small gray water tank in that weird shaped corner there, a round one, or I was thinking like a kitty litter bucket for the, and it would be easy to remove it, to take it outside to dump it. Of course, I could put storage above the windows as well, up on top. Then this part back here, where that big X is, this whole thing across will be my bed area. There's a bench on this side and a bench on that side. Of course, that's all storage under there. When the bed is down, that will be covered, but when these two sides are folded up, I'll have that extra space in between as floor space. So I have quite a bit for such a tiny camper. I mean, you're talking less than 42 square feet. I've got quite a bit of floor space because I do have 3 small dogs and I have my 3 birds. And if I travel any length of time, I'm going to take everybody with me. This represents another window I have. So I have a nice big, almost like a picture window on the back of the camper. And I was thinking of, over the window, maybe putting a solar panel that I could flip up that would be sort of like an awning as well, but I would also have a solar panel above that. I got that idea from my mom. She saw it somewhere when she was camping. So that's an idea that, since I already have 4 100-watt solar panels, I could put one out there. Then, of course, here's another small window that I have. So I have the 3 windows, and that's the other bench. Next to this bench here, I have this little area right here. I'm thinking this will be sort of like an end table, although I might put a little storage cabinet up above, something narrow. I could put, you know, some canned goods or whatever up there, but I'm going to have quite a bit of storage. Underneath here, you might be able to see a little bit. I have that line drawn where the wheel well goes. I would like to put in a diesel heater for later in the season, because again, I'm going to be running off of as much solar as possible. So I was thinking of either putting my solar battery charger, you know, one of those solar generators or whatever they're called. I could set it in here over the wheel, or I could put the diesel generator here and put the solar system right here, because that, you know, the wheel well is a pretty big size. So that way, that weight and the water weight are across from each other, and then I have the refrigerator on the front. If this is too unbalanced, I'll figure out somewhere else to put the solar or the diesel heater. I could hang it, I could put it off the back, or who knows. But either way, those are all the different things I would like to put in here. Doesn't mean I can afford it right away, but that's what I would like to do. And before I start this, obviously once the builder comes for my bathroom, I'm going to jump on there and help him out. because the more work we do, the less I have to pay him because he charges by the hour instead of the job. Like I can paint and tear things down and help build a few things and stuff like that. So this is going to jump around a bit in here. But before I even get that far, before I add the floor, I already painted the frame with truck bed liner, but I want to put new wheels on it. I've got to have the bearings checked and make sure that they're well greased. And I'm going to run my lights that I already purchased. So that's going to get done next. But since I had these great big boxes, I wanted to get this layout done. So anyway, what do you think? I think I like this layout. The only, I guess, concern was the door having to swing, you know, because it's going to end right about there and having to open up this direction. But honestly, I think I can make it work. I could bungee it open or something. Who knows? And I'll figure something out for the birds. I was even thinking I could hang like a screen across somehow, like through here. That way, if they're in there flying around, they can't fly towards the door and get out. So that's my big concern, is that I do let my birds fly a lot during the day. And I wouldn't want to keep them caged up for any longer than I have to. But that's my ideas so far. Would you do the layout differently? I know a lot of people probably would forego the bathroom. I probably could get like a bucket toilet and make that area a little bit smaller, but you know what? I want my comfort too. If I'm going to be gone in this thing for a week or two at a time, I have to feel comfortable in what I'm in. What if it's raining for like 3 days in a row and I can't get outside? I have to be comfortable. So anyway, that's my ideas. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will make a playlist specific to my camper build because it's going to take me some time. I guarantee it's going to take me a whole summer to get this done. Hope to get to use it. That's why I want the diesel heater. I hope I get to use it sometime this year. And anyway, here's where I'm at. So you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again soon.